All right, greetings everyone. It is I here to bring the JP news, wearing the same shirt as I think I've been wearing the last couple days. Don't worry, I only wear it at night, so it's not that bad. And even if I will make sure to change it this evening, but had to throw something on because the news has dropped even earlier than expected for it to have. And yeah, we're getting a new unit for the month of October. Nothing too terribly surprising there. But the unit in question, well, okay, hold on. So first of all, we got the desert, obviously desolate place, and you've already seen the intro screen. All right, so new arena map, or new guild battle map, as per is the usual as a brand new month. But we are not going to be getting Rafu yet, which is kind of a surprise, seeing that the first story seemed to be effectively focused around her more, but since both girls were in it, both young ladies, we are going to be getting Pren, or Prene, this time around, which is a little unprecedented, but, you know, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one, because honestly, this is the unit I want the most out of all three of the new Warrior of the Crystals that we've seen thus far. Maybe there's a secret one, but probably not. I am just so incredibly excited for the water one to be coming out first, because she's the one. I love her design. I love just having another Fist unit in the game, especially if we get a little more attention to Fist characters with a vision card that will follow her up. And honestly, she's looking really, 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 really good. All right, so just had to respond to something there. Let's talk about what we're effectively looking at for this character. Shoot, the word effectively. All right, so primary job will be Warrior of the Crystal of Water, essentially, and that will entail a bunch of new abilities. We're going to get a glimpse at some of those abilities right away here, but I think we'll get a good idea for her kit. Second job is Valentine Eldyra's job, which is honestly one of the more impressive jobs that I've seen in the last little while. If we're talking about, you know, not specialized as specific for a single character and just one that is for a bunch of different characters, it's one of the ones that has continually impressed me. It also has a lot of synergy with a lot of stuff that is going on in the water element for slashing based characters, so there might be some good stuff here overall. But her last job also gives the general, we put a Fist user in the game, so let's just give it Fighter or Brawler, which is, of course, Raldor's main class. And you know what? This is overall looking like a really strong set of jobs together. The only question is, what does her main job look like in its full entirety? Well, let's take a look at some details. First of all, Limit Burst. Dealing large damage, as not only dealing large damage and a pretty damn big range, is a single target unit, is a tri-hit ability, so it is a chaining potential as well for the water element, which is very welcome. Will give her a CT boost from haste for 3 turns, so her Limit Burst, generally a buff for her, damage for her opponent, and some chaining to get in there with other water elemental units. Second ability that we are seeing here is a medium damage, large AoE ability, which is always nice to see. It means that this unit can potentially be a farm unit as well as a PvP unit, but this ability is, you know, doing a little bit more. Does have a little bit centralized around the float status effect. Let me just scroll back up to where my notes were. Yes, I will have a little bit of contention to deal with the float status effect, although we don't see float that often, but some floating units, you know, can be affected by this sort of thing. So there you go. 3 turns healing down, and not only, it is a damage-based ability primarily, and it will increase her own damage, her own defense penetration before dealing damage. So a much modern, or a very, very modern ability that is great for farming, great for PvP, dealing some damage, removing some healing capabilities, and feeling pretty nice overall. Now, her last ability is a self-buff ability. It is focused only on her, but what we're getting here, 3 turns reduced AP consumption, removes barrier off of opponents, and also gives a significant attack boost when her HP is over 70%. So throw her on with a good set of tank and potentially a healer as well. I'm already theory crafting exactly what this unit is going to look like on a team. Obviously, Celeste Astoria is probably the overall biggest power boost that you can potentially give here. But if we were not looking at that, and if we were potentially looking at, let's say, a different way of approaching the character, what will we do? Well, we might throw more on the team. A healer that can keep this character over 70% when we're not 100% sure that she will have really good ways of regenerating HP could be really interesting. I mean, you could look at just increasing her to be a more defensive character or more heavy resistance to keep her HP high. You could just boost her HP as high as you can get and see. I mean, we just got to kind of wait and see the rest of her kit, but I'm already pretty excited. First of all, another water 100 cost super character is really nice to see. Water is one of my favorite elements, but her kit's looking already pretty spankin' fun. I even think there's something to do with her limit versus name, which is like something to do with Mother's Spanky. I'm not going to pretend that I'm 100% sure on that translation, but there you go. As for her master ability, we do get the details on this, which I have somewhere. Of course, the water-based unit buffs that we always see, but here we're also looking at water ability attack plus 15, own slashing and piercing attack resistance up by 10. Piercing and slash are potentially good. I wish it was a little bit shooting, but it's fine. And she also gets a reaction block rate of 20. Now, I assume the rest of what we are looking for will come from her equipment. Now, it is not a generic piece of equipment. It is the same design as you see in her artwork, which means that it will be tailor-made for her. It will be quite modern, and I think this is going to be the first of the Warrior of Crystals where we see the specific boost that started with lightning. I'm pretty sure it started with lightning. Anyway, where it's a piece of equipment that's designed for that character and has exclusive buffs just for that character. I assume that this will be the completing factor, either in just giving more defense penetration, reaction block, whatever. But yeah, this is the first of a brand new line of Warrior of Crystals. Already in an element with some strong characters. Thunder is already posing enough, so I think they can make this character quite strong and overall a lot of fun. If nothing else, I'm 100% going to be going for her when she is available, which will be October 1st at midnight. So Friday when the clock rolls over, I will definitely be streaming the WOTV and we'll be doing polls for her. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I'm pretty committed on getting this character. Yeah, so there we go. Yes, I am curious if this means that Raph will be the last of the Warrior of Crystals to potentially be the strongest, in which case we might see quite a bit later. If not, maybe December or possibly later, depending on what the release schedule is looking like. And that could mean that the Earth Gunner will be the next character, but we'll see. Yeah, kind of a surprise, but I'm really happy about it just because overall this is the character I wanted the most and I'm just doubling over it. So we'll see the banners tomorrow, but they'll probably be the standardized issue with the standard pity for a Warrior of the Crystal. I don't think we're going to be seeing anything too special, and very little about her kit will probably change my mind. It's already looking just very, 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 very powerful. Of course, we will get the training missions that always come with these kind of characters lately. to make sure that you are able to get some assistance raising them. But yeah, Pren, holy crap, man. Really excited to get her on my team, add her to my water-based units, which I have also recently added. Where is he? Snack 2. So just let's just go all in on the water element, I suppose. Yeah, I think I have enough resources. Just pull the trigger on this one. Why not? Anyway, so let me know what you think. Are you excited, surprised to see this character as opposed to some other characters? I don't think that there'll be too terribly much else news, but if anything pops up, I'll do a follow-up video tomorrow, and you can expect poll videos for the weekend as well as full reviews once it is available and we've seen all the data. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and see you later. Water supremacy, it's coming back. We're gonna beat all those fire teams down. I just love it if Pren had like 90% lightning resistance. I mean, it would be a little broken, I hear you say, dear viewer, but whatever. See ya.